What's up, soldiers? Thanks for joining me on this video today where we're going to talk about why powerlifters should train strongman. Now, if you're a powerlifter, of course, your goal is going to be to maximize your 1 rep performance in the squat, bench, and deadlift. So as you get closer to a meet, you should specialize in that and peak appropriately. But when you're thinking about, the long-term off-season protocols or little things to mix in and include in your training, incorporating elements of strongman is going to help you big time. So we're going to break that down in this video. Before we get started, please do me a favor, hit the like button, and please click subscribe to the channel to get more content on strongman, strength training, and all things that are going to help you become your best and strongest self. Okay, so right out the gate with strongman training, it has a big emphasis on athleticism. Okay, so one thing that we do in strongman is a lot of throws, including sandbag throws, keg throws, really throws of like any sort of object. So when we're thinking about why they help you out as a powerlifter, think about your goal is to produce as much force as possible. When you're peaking for powerlifting competitions, you're going to be in those higher percentage range, like 85, 90, 95 and up percent, where you're not going to be able to have a ton of acceleration. So when we drop weights down or even get like pretty light and do things like explosive throws, we can produce more force, train the body to go harder by accelerating to a very high degree with light movements. So by throwing in some things like throwing sandbags, like I said, keg throws, this and that, we're teaching your body to produce more force. Therefore, it will apply over to those heavier lifts. So that's one good way just to kind of start an easy intro. And I even like doing that for some of my powerlifting clients, like to have them do some of those throws as that post-activation potentiation before heavy lifts, because it will ignite and turn on their nervous system to that highest power output level before they go into their heavy lifts for the day. So you're just kind of awakening and turning on the nervous system to lift your heaviest. And that's kind of the next big important part of strongman training is the nervous system adaptations that you can get by training strongman. Now think about this. There is a lot of partial range movements in strongman. You have like 18-inch deadlifts, sometimes like elevated trap bars or farmer's carries where you're picking them up from a higher level. And even though that's not the same full range of motion that you're gonna do in powerlifting, your body's going to adapt to handling heavier loads. So this is not just a physical thing with your nervous system, but also mental. If you're used to, let's say, a yoke carry, if you're carrying 700 pounds on your back, the next time you go to put 500 pounds on your back for a squat, it's gonna feel lighter because you are used to that heavier load on your body, which will give you a mental boost and a little more just overall confidence to handle that weight. So same thing applies with, again, farmer's walks, elevated deadlifts, this and that. So it is a physical and mental boost in one for these adaptations. Now, kind of coming back to athleticism, these are all kind of carryover things. Sprints, like we talked about for like medleys or doing things like heavy carries where we're running really fast, this will also charge up your nervous system to produce more force and more power. Of course, strength is a nervous system adaptation. It is not just about the musculature you have. So by doing sprints, turning up your nervous system, you will once again be able to produce more force on the platform. That being said, a bigger muscle has the potential to be stronger. A bigger muscle is not a stronger muscle, but it has the potential to be stronger. So when we kind of throw some of these things in and then we do conditioning with it, actually will double up as hypertrophy training. So you're going to be getting more conditioned while getting bigger muscles at the same time, which leading into those like strength training phases, you're going to be able to capitalize on a higher work capacity and bigger muscles to get stronger. So this is, again, why like this could be a really, really good thing for you in like a full off-season protocol, okay? So as we're kind of moving along here, full body strength. You should be bracing head to toe through every single of the power lifts, but strongman is a lot of odd objects. So you're having to use even a little bit more of those elements of like head to toe full body strength because it's weird position stuff. Like stones, you can't just grab on here, or log sit out in front, this and that. And why that's really helpful for lifting is like if you were to misgroove, you know, you need extra core strength, you need extra back strength, this and that to realign yourself and save a lift. Now, if you're used to handling things like stones that are way out in front of you or a log press that's way out in front of you, you're going to have that developed ability to be safe in less than optimal positions from the odd object training, right? So when we're talking about like functional strength, powerlifting, no offense, is like not like super like functional. It is a sport with sport specific demands, okay? So when we want to be able to, you know, get out of a compromised position, like if our knee goes a little to the side or our ankle goes a little bit to the side, we're developing that ability to be safe and strong by lifting all those weird things, right? This even doubles up if you're doing this on like strange surfaces, like lifting in, you know, carrying objects in the sand, in the dirt, which strongman sometimes requires. It just doubles up and further enhances like your overall safety. You know, this is all really about like how strong are your joint and connective tissues. When we're training these different like weird things, odd objects, we have to develop ligament, tendon strength around like our knees, our hips, our elbows, this and that, which happens just much further by the different planes of movements that we're doing in strongman. So again, when we're going into powerlifting, we're working up to those like heavy maximal weights. You want all of your joints to be as strong and prepared as possible, and it just happens faster through strongman because of the big variety of movements that you're going to be doing at all of these different paces. So if you are a powerlifter, really should think about including some strongman training into your program, either like a little bit here and there for conditioning or just to work on your explosiveness, or even dedicate a full off-season block, 2 blocks period of time to strongman just to help you develop that athleticism, nervous system adaptations, and the full body strength to be better on the platform. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, please like and subscribe to the channel, and have a championship day.